Hey, what's up, soldiers? My name is Greg FPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and welcome back to another Saturday Top 10, where today, guys, we're going to be counting down the top 10 best Pack-a-Punch weapon names in Black Ops 2 Zombies. Now, the reason it's only Black Ops 2 is because there's so many good ones in World at War and Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 3, 4, Cold War, etc. So it's only Black Ops 2 for this one, and this was requested by Death Inmate, top 10 PAP weapon names, non-wonder weapons. There's going to be no wonder weapons in this list, and like I said, it's only Black Ops 2. So if you guys are going to enjoy the video, please do me a favor, drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new, because a lot of people that watch my videos are not subscribed, and I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much, and without further ado, let's jump right into it. All right, guys, coming in at the number 10 spot is going to be the Hades, which is the Pack-a-Punch version of the Olympia. Now, obviously the Olympia is in Black Ops 1, but it's also in Black Ops 2, and Hades is the god of the underworld in Greek mythology, and I think that's really cool. But the really awesome thing about this is it actually ends up having incendiary rounds. When you shoot zombies, they actually light on fire, which is really cool. Now, it's kind of unnoticeable until you get to the higher rounds where you don't kill them in one shot and they actually catch on fire and start taking damage, like fire damage. But overall, I just think it's really cool with the Hades being the god of the underworld, the fact that zombies get caught on fire, which is just really cool, and it makes a lot of sense. So it comes in here at the number 10 spot. Coming in at the number 9 spot is going to be the first of many weapons on Mob of the Dead, and that is the Uncle Gal. Now, if you guys didn't know, it is the Pack-a-Punch name for the Uzi, and the Uzi's creator, his name was Uziel Gal. So that's why it's called Uncle Gal. It makes sense that it would be named after the guy who actually created the Uzi, and I think that's just something really cool about this weapon, Pack-a-Punch name in general. It definitely fits the time period as well, which is cool. But the fact that the Uzi is only on Mob of the Dead kind of adds a little bit mystery, I guess you could say, behind the weapon name and everything like that. I just think it's a really cool name, and the fact that Treyarch adds in those like really cool history beats here and there definitely makes it awesome. So it comes in here at the number 9 spot. Coming in at the number 8 spot is going to be the Speakeasy, which is the Pack-a-Punch name of the M1927, which most famously you can buy at the docks on Mob of the Dead. Now, if you guys don't know what a Speakeasy is, basically it was a place that sold beverages illegally, alcoholic beverages, during the Prohibition time, and it was very famous back then, like early days in the 1900s. So it definitely fits the time period really well, because Mob of the Dead takes place in 1933, which was a little bit after Prohibition happened. So definitely makes sense to be the name of a gun and the M1927. Now, they did change it in other games. I think it was called the Untouchable in Black Ops 3, but it's just not nearly as cool. So the Speakeasy comes in here at the number 8 spot. Coming in at the number 7 spot is going to be the Skull Crusher, which is the Pack-a-Punch name of the M16. Now, more, I guess in Black Ops 2 is the M16A1, because they actually got the rights, as opposed to just the M16 in Black Ops 1. Now, obviously, it's the same Pack-a-Punch name for both games, but the Skull Crusher is just a really cool name. Crushing skulls, it's just cool in general. Now, the M16 becomes fully automatic, and also you get noob tubes added to it, or grenade launcher attachment underneath, which is also really cool. So the M16 definitely deserves to be here on the list because it has a cool name, and it comes in here at the number 7 spot. Coming in at the number 6 spot is going to be the Smiler, which is the worst weapon on this entire list, and it is the Pack-a-Punch version of the SMR, which is just an absolute travesty of a weapon. It's so bad. But the really cool thing that I like about the Smiler is that you get a smiley face reticle when you Pack-a-Punch it, and I just like the name. It makes me smile every time. I remember times back in the day, I would like post a picture of me ADSing with the SMR and say on Twitter, like, hope you're having a great day, and you would see the smiley face. It was just kind of something funny that I like to post every once in a while. So anyways, guys, the Smiler definitely is a pretty cool name, and the fact that it has a smiley face reticle is awesome as well. So it comes in here at the number 6 spot. Coming in at the number 5 spot is going to be another weapon that's also in Black Ops 1, and that is the AK-74U. Now, when you Pack-a-Punch it, it is the AK-74 FU2, so FU2, which is really funny. But something that's even better is in Cold War, they actually did like a response to the AK-74 FU2, where it's called No FU All. Which is when you Pack-a-Punch it. So I think that's really funny. that they did like a response to that in Cold War. But overall, it's just cool to have different names like this in the weapons and zombies. So it comes in here at the number 5 spot. Coming in at the number 4 spot is going to be the Pack-a-Punch name for the Executioner, and it is called the Voice of Justice, which in my opinion is just really cool. Like the Voice of Justice. That sounded bad. The Voice of Justice. Like it just sounds really cool and manly and powerful, and it makes sense because the Executioner is literally a pocket shotgun, essentially shotgun pistol. So it definitely sounds really cool, and it deserves to be on the list, and it comes in at the number 4 spot. Coming in at the number 3 spot is going to be the Dead Specimen Reactor 5000, which is the Pack-a-Punch name of the DSR 50 from Black Ops 2. Now the DSR is one of my favorite weapons, but one thing that I love about it so much is not only the Pack-a-Punch name, but also once you Pack-a-Punch it a couple times, you can get the iron sight version of the DSR, which is always so fun to use and really cool. And I just think the Dead Specimen Reactor 5000 sounds super scientific, and that's kind of why I like the name so much. It comes in here at the number 3 spot. Coming in at the number 2 spot is going to be the Pack-a-Punch name for the Scar H, which is only in BO2 Origins, and that is the Agarthan Reaper. Now, this is by far one of the coolest names when it comes to Call of Duty Zombies in general when you Pack-a-Punch a gun, just because of all the stuff going on with Agartha and like all that stuff, all the storyline info, and we're killing zombies, which are obviously caused from the Dark Ether and all that stuff. The Agarthan Reaper is just a very, very cool name in general. I don't really know what else to say besides the fact that it's such a badass name. And the Scar H is definitely one of the, if not the best AR in all of Call of Duty Zombies. So it definitely deserves to be here on the list at the number 2 spot. All right, guys, I got 4 honorable mentions for you guys in this one. The first one is going to be the Magna Collider, which is the Pack-a-Punch name of the MG08 from Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3 Origins. Magna Collider. It's just a really cool scientific name, kind of like Dead Specimen Reactor. Next up is Sassafras, which is a just fun word to say in general, but it sounds cool. And it's the Pack-a-Punch version of the Remington New Metal Army, which you can only get on Buried. Next up is the Meat Grinder, which is the Pack-a-Punch name for the Death Machine, which is only on Mob of the Dead. The fact that you can literally run around with a Death Machine as a gun is pretty crazy. And last but not least is the Evolved Death Stalker, which is the Pack-a-Punch name of the Scorpion Evo, and Death Stalker is literally a name of a scorpion, so it's cool that it's for the Scorpion Evo. Now it is time for the number 1 spot. And coming in as the number 1 spot for the best Pack-a-Punch name in all of Call of Duty Zombies is going to be the AK-47 from Mob of the Dead, and it's called Reznov's Revenge. Now, this is such a cool name because it ties back to the Black Ops 1 campaign on the mission Rebirth, where Mason thinks he's Victor Reznov, but he's obviously not, and he kills Dr. Steiner, but he says, "I don't care about Nova. My name is Victor Reznov, and I will have my revenge." Now, obviously, I can't say it very well, but you guys know what I'm talking about. It just makes so much sense to have the Pack-a-Punch name of the AK-47 be Reznov's Revenge, because the AK-47 wasn't around till like the Cold War in Black Ops 1, so it just made a lot of sense. And Reznov is like by far one of like the top 5 Call of Duty characters of all time, in my opinion. Now there's a few that are really, really good up there, like Captain Price for me, for example, Woods, Mason, but Victor Reznov is definitely up there with a lot of the best ones. Maybe Ghost, maybe. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have an awesome day, and please consider subscribing and dropping a like on the video if you guys are new to the channel and you enjoy the content. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.